All right, traders, good afternoon from my own end. As we're waiting for the others to join, confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comments. If you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comments. As you're waiting for the others to join, if you can hear me, type loud and clear in the comments. Okay, and if you're watching with your phone, quickly click the settings icon at the top right and change picture quality to higher picture quality. Change it to higher picture quality. We're going to start in the next 2 minutes or so because I just want everyone to get access. So I'm checking for my phone to make sure everything is clear. All right. Is there anyone joining us for the first time? I mean, this is literally the first time I'm coming to Trade Live on Saturday. On Saturday. And I've been reading the comments section and I'm laughing because from the comments, I can see most of you are asking, what is she coming to trade? You know, that's what most of you are asking. Well, have it in mind that we're going to be trading live. We're going to be trading gold live today. So Vantage, my trading broker, introduced weekend gold trading. And today I'm joining the Vantage weekend gold trading competition because to kickstart the launching of this weekend gold trading, we actually have a trading competition that is ongoing. So I didn't want to do that behind closed doors. So I wanted to stream it live here so that you guys will watch me place trades. I know most of you must have seen me advise you on what to do every time, and for those of you that do join us live here on Tuesday, we get to also trade together. But some of you've not seen me trade. So today we are going to be trading together. We're going to be looking at the chart. If we see setups, we'll trade together and we'll make money if the setup should go in our favor, or we can still hit stop loss. So for those of you asking why I am here, now you can see what we have on the screen. So this is Vantage trading platform. This is where we're going to be trading from. We have the gold chart opened, and I know most of you may be wondering, why is our gold chart open? I mean, if you check from your own end, you also see that the market is moving. But before we get started, I want to know those joining us for the first time. Who are those joining us for the first time? If you are joining us for the first time, state your name and where you are joining me from. If you are joining for the first time, state your name and where you are joining me from. Okay, you guys are welcome. I mean, you guys are active too because I can see good number of persons are active to watch me trade live. So let's see how it goes. You're welcome. You're welcome. And if you are seeing me for the first time, I'm Happiness Hansen, and I've been trading for 6 years. So, like I said, today you're just gonna sit down and watch me trade. Just enjoy the ride. So, all my rules, you're gonna see how I, put them in place to take my trades. So, if I see my setup, we're gonna be packing our funds together. Okay. So before we get started, I just want to give you guys a quick guide on how to navigate through the Vantage trading platform. And because if you check the link in the description, you will know that this is the broker I trade with. And from the trading platform, you can see from this side, we have where you can view list of currency pairs. You can see crypto, indices, forex, metals, and so on. So, I mean, it's very easy for you to, navigate. And here you will see, different numbers changing and the high and lows, just more like a representation of what is happening on the chart here. And you can see the buy and sell button which you can move around. So here, this works for instant execution. Once you click on it, you're gonna get, if you want to sell, instant execution, like following the current market price. You don't want to set any pending order, you can use this buy and sell tool here, and you can see where you can modify your lot sizing. So trying to give you guys the guide so that when I'll be using them, you will not be confused. Now you can see the chart, is what we are used to. And then we're going to also be doing our analysis on this chart. We have our tools here, and we have all the time frames here. Starting from the daily time frame, you already know how we do our top-down analysis, all the way to 15 minutes time frame. Now over to this point, this is also where you can place your trades. If you don't want to use this, you can use this particular section. Now from here, you can see markets. This is if you want to enter the market from an instant execution point, and then we have the limit orders and we have the stop orders here. So you already know that the limit orders, you have to pull your price, the lot size you want to use, then the stop loss and take profit, and then you can place your order. So as we are going to be trading today, if we have a pending order, we're going to be using the limit orders, whether the buy stop or the sell stop. If we have reasons for instant execution, we're going to also use that of the instant execution to buy or sell. And looking at it here, you can see this is a live account, and for this competition, I have $5,000. You can see the equity right here. So I have $5,000 to trade, and have it in mind that 3 things can happen during this section. 3 things. So number 1, it's either my account will increase, that is, it's either I make money, or the second one, it's either my account will remain the same amount that I came here with, that is the $5,000 account. It's either it's a 5,000, or the third one, it's either the account will go into drawdown. But have it in mind that I'm not going to blow my account. So if you are a trader and you are always blowing your account, that's the first thing you need to work on. Before you start thinking about profitability, you need to work on holding onto your account, making sure that your account doesn't go to zero. So let's use the word, but we are always on the defense mode. Before you start thinking of profit, you need to also learn how to protect your account. So like I said, 3 things can happen during this live section. Is either we make money, or we will not be able to place trades if we don't see any setup, or our account will be in drawdown. But have it in mind that I'm not going to blow my account. Is that clear? So before I get started, I want to ask you guys this question. If I give you $5,000 account, because the first thing I do once I fund an account is to do what? Plan. What am I going to do with this account? How am I going to be trading with this account? So I have this question for you guys. If I give you $5,000 account, how much will you be risking per trade? I need your answers in the comments. If I give you $5,000 account, how much will you be risking per trade? Let me know those with aggressive risk, those with conservative risk, and those with low risk. If I call you now and I give you $5,000 account, how many percent will you be risking per trade? Okay. So I can see a lot of answers in the comments. Some persons are saying 0.5%. Really? Someone is saying $50. I mean, $50, I will consider that as a very low risk. $100, still low. Someone said I'll be risking 1% per trade. 1% should be around $50. Very low, very low. So like I said, I want to know the aggressive, conservative, and low risk traders. So from your answers, I will know who you are. Okay. Someone say 200. Conservative. Just there. Someone say 500. Okay. You are still in the middle. Yeah, 500 makes sense. Someone said $2,000. Aggressive trader. Aggressive. Oh, that is aggressive. With a $5,000 account and you're looking at risking $2,000. That is very, very aggressive. Someone said $30. Very low risk. Okay, so I'm going to set my rules on this particular account that I am trading today. So that is what we're going to stick to. So the rules I'm going to follow. So make sure you are learning. I know most of you are just here to see whether setups will drop here and there, but as you're watching, make sure you are learning, because this will also help you on trading. Okay, so let me state the rules I will be using for this account. So I'm trading $5,000 accounts. I'm trading $5,000 account. So for risk, I'm going to be risking $500 on this account per trade. So if I get any setup, I am going to be risking $500. So how many percent is this? I know most of you stated $500. How many percent is this? How many percent is this? So that's what I'll be risking. So how many percent is this? From a $5,000 account, and I'll be risking $500 per trade. How many percent is this? So this should be 10% of my account. That is what I'll be risking if I get any setup. That is 10%. So from your own view, from your own perspective, am I aggressive or is it normal? Just check. Is it normal? I mean, that is my risk tolerance for this particular account. So if I am to calculate it, that simply means I have 10 trades to place on this account. So from that 10 trades, it's either it will take away the account or it will grow the account. But have in mind that I have 10 bullets. That's what I call it. I have 10 bullets to place on this account. Now I can see from the comment section, most of you are saying that is too aggressive. Another person is saying it is conservative, it is normal. So that is for you to see that there are different types of traders. So when you are trading, you already know that trading is you versus you. So you work with what you are willing to do, what risk. You work with what you're willing to risk. I know there are still some persons that, I looked at the comment section and someone stated that I would be risking $1,000, $2,000. Some persons went as low as $50, $30. You get the point. But for the purposes of this competition, I will be risking $500 per setup or per trade, and we are going to be focusing only on XAUUSD. And another thing I want you guys to understand is when you have a trading competition like this, because sometimes it may come up and you may be in a situation where you are, competing for something and you are required to trade. Don't allow the pressure get to you. No matter what, you stick strictly to your rules. No pressure at all. And you're going to watch me do that. I'm not going to take any trade out of impulse because I really want to trade and I want my account to grow. If I see good setup, I'm going to stick strictly to my rules, risk $500, and we'll watch the setup together here and see whether it will play out or not, and we'll make money or we'll lose money, or my account can still be like this if I don't see any setup, because I'm going to be here with you guys for at least a reasonable amount of time. So we're going to look at the chart together and make good money. So there is no pressure at all. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to list out my trading plan. So the first one is the risk. I've mapped out $500 as the risk I'll be using for this particular trade. Now, another rule I'm going to give myself is to stick strictly to my strategy. I need to stick strictly to my strategy. So now you already know how we'll do it when it comes to our strategy. We'll do our top-down analysis, and then we'll make sure that all our confluences are intact. Now, let me ask you guys this question. If all your confluences are intact, what are you supposed to do? If all your confluences are intact, what are you supposed to do? If all your confluences are intact. When you have a strategy and all your confluences are intact, what are you supposed to do? I mean, I'm seeing what I need in the comment section. You will do what? Execute. So that is what we are going to be focusing on now. If everything we need on the chart, if they are intact, we are going to do what? Position and pack, execute. All right. So let's have that in mind. I'm going to take this out. So let's just put that. Let's have it in mind that we are risking $500 per trade. Okay, so we're going to do our top-down analysis together, starting from the daily time frame. And remember, we are using the VANTAGE trading platform to navigate the chart together. Okay, so let's start our analysis. Let's get started. Okay. I need to make sure I edit my stuff to my color so it will look smart. Okay. All right. Okay. Nice. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's see how it goes. So now we're going to break down the chart. And before we start, are we bullish on gold or are we bearish? Look at what we have here. We're looking at gold from the daily time frame. Are we bullish or are we bearish on gold? Are we bullish or are we bearish? And to also give you guys more like a hint on how to point out the trend, let me also ask you guys this. Should I focus more on the move here or the one that is pushing up? Should I focus on the one that is pushing down or the one that is pushing up? I can see from the comments I have a lot of bullish here and there. Okay. So, I mean, to see bullish here and there, that simply means you guys are literally focusing on this one. So let's get to break down the charts together. Let me show you guys how I break down the chart. So currently I have, you can see that gold is pushing up from this key zone right here. So we have this push up from this key zone. What's the next thing? Now we have this break of structure right here. So I'll be putting my annotations. Okay, so we have this break of structure right here. I'm trying to break down what is happening from the daily time frame. And then we also have this break of structure right here, which is looking like the most recent break of structure to the upside. And I can still see that we have a key supply zone right here on gold. That's right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to 4-hour time frame. So in summary, what I can see from the daily time frame is that we are pushing to the upside, because my main focus is actually what is happening from this particular key zone to this point. So ever since price tapped into this particular key zone and pushed to, to this point, we are seeing more of the buyers. They are more dominant. And you can see this one, it has already played out when the sellers were busy dragging gold down, but now we have the buyers in the market. Okay, so now let's move to 4-hour time frame. Now from 4-hour time frame, what do we have? So let's start our refinement. We have this break of structure right here, and we have another break of structure right here. Okay, so now I'm going to start mapping out some key zones that I'm most likely going to take trades from, or some point of interest here and there. Okay, so now we'll go to 1-hour time frame. Now from 1-hour time frame, we also have this break of structure right here. We'll refine this origin to this point, and if you look closely, you'll notice that we have another break of structure here, which created that other block. But then let me map it out so that you guys will see. Okay, all right, so we'll move to 30 minutes. Now from 30 minutes, this is what we have, a break of structure right here. And if you check from 30 minutes, we have another block right here. So that simply means from 30 minutes, if I get price, if I catch the market into this POI, if the market should try me and get here, then we shall see. Okay, then we have this break of structure right here too. And so what we are doing now is called top-down analysis. So when I trade, I don't just open the chart and start executing here and there. I need to do my top-down analysis to understand what is going on. If I don't understand what is going on, I'm not trading. But so far with the top-down analysis we are doing together, and I know even for those of you watching, you already know what is happening on gold and what to position for. So that is actually the beauty of doing your top-down analysis, reading the structure to understand what is going on. Because once you understand what is going on, you will now know the next line of action to take. You get the point? So now we are bullish on XAUUSD. We have this particular zone here. So is either I wait for price to get here, or looking at this particular break of structure right here, we can also see that we have gold reacting to the key zone. And I'm seeing the momentum today, it's kind of low, but let's see. So that simply means I have 2 points of interest. We have this point right here, and I am waiting for price here too. Now you can see price has already tapped into this one, because I know most of you may be asking, why didn't I put my key zone from this point? Now this place is already mitigated. This place is already mitigated, and at this point, so this is where we are focusing on right now. Okay, so price has tapped in here and it's pushing up. I'm more interested in buying gold right now. So with the current momentum, I may be going down to actually catch entries from 1 minute time frame, sticking straightly to the strategy. So I want to know, for those of you that are always active with me here on YouTube, so what are the things we need to see present before we execute? What are the things we need to see present before we execute? And for those of you that just joined us and you're wondering how my market or how my chart is open, especially that of the gold chart, have it in mind that we have weekend gold, 247 gold, stocks and more all in one place with Vantage. So Vantage introduced weekend gold trading. So if you're using the Vantage trading platform, you'll be able to notice that we have the market opened. So no matter when, you can trade 247 with Vantage, especially that of gold. I know we are so used to watching gold close, during the weekend. Or if you're trading with Vantage, we now have it open. So that does not mean you should also trade anyhow. You just need to stick strictly to the strategy. So I asked the question and I want to be sure that you guys are answering. What do we need to see on the chart? Someone said valid order block with FVG, then liquidity. I am not going to say, that is part of my confluences, but I'm not going to say that it is fully correct. Something is missing. So I will be checking the comments to know who will get it, accurately, just the way I line it up, because they move, one step at a time. So you can, if you tell me now, let's say if you start from liquidity and add the other one, then you're not correct. So let's see. And someone said FVG, OP, liquidity, change of character, or BOS. They are all part of my confluences, but it is not how you position for it. I need someone that will give it to me accordingly. So someone said we need a valid OP, fair value gap, BOS. You guys are stating it correctly, but you're not giving it to me accordingly. Okay, someone said according to your teaching, you told us to always trade an OB with POS. Okay. You guys are stating things in the comment section, but you're not arranging it very well. You are not arranging it very well. Someone said market structure. If you are starting with market structure, you're on the right track. I've literally given you guys, we did it together now. How we arrived on, at this setup we're currently looking at. We literally did that together. So just follow the sequence. If you're starting from market structure, you're on the right track. So that simply means most of you guys have been doing the wrong thing on your chart. I'm glad you guys are watching me now to see how I do mine so that you go take corrections. Okay, someone said waiting for confirmation because prices are starting. So I've not seen what I need on the. I've not seen that. Someone said market structure, BOS, FVG. Market structure, current trend, OB, FVG, liquidity, sweep, execute. Okay, praise music. I think this person got the answer. So you can see market structure, that is you getting the current trend. Then we have OB. Make sure the OB creates what? Fair value gap, and then liquidity price will clear, and then you do what? Execute. So sometimes you also need to wait for confirmation entry, but I think this is the best I've seen in the comment section. So this is the best I've seen in the comment section. Okay, so now that we're looking at this setup we have here, so we can state that from the market structure we are bullish, right? And we've been able to read the internal structures all the way down to our entry time frame, which is 5 minutes. And now looking at 5 minutes, this is the most recent breakout structure, and then we have the origin. But now from the origin, do we have a very clean order block here? Let me zoom in so that you guys can look at it. Do we have a very clean order block right here? So check it out and let me know. Do we have a very clean order block right here? I need your answers. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to look at it with your golden eyes. Do we have a very clean order block that we need to position for as our point of interest right here? Okay. I'm saying no, okay. So that's why I've mapped this out as what? A key zone. Because yes, we have a breakup structure aligning with the trend. So from our conferences, we've gotten two things. That is, we've been able to break down the market structure, and the market is what? Bullish. And we have gotten the most recent breakup structure from our entry time frame. So once we get that, we now start looking for another thing, which is our point of interest. And to point out a point of interest, it should be you mapping out the order block that caused the breakup structure. But you can see after this range, it was, a rough movement here, and we don't have a very clean order block. But it created what? A key zone. So now, once we get a very clean order block, the next thing that follows is to make sure that the order block has given us a fair value gap. But now, since we don't have a very clean order block, do we have fair value gap? Do we have fair value gap present? Do we have fair value gap present? I mean, most of you are saying I should go down to 5 minutes or 1 minute. We're going to go there because with the current momentum, you can see that the momentum is kind of low. So with the current momentum, I may be looking to, for a more refined entry from the lower time frame. But I just want to make sure you guys are on the same page with me. Do we have fair value gap right here? I can see yes, I can see no. Looking at it from this range here, there is no fair value gap, but there's actually fair value gap right here. Okay, and for the final question, do we have liquidity that price cleared to tap into the key zone? Do we have liquidity? Do we have liquidity? So like I said, that I'm going to stick strictly to my strategy. If I don't see my setup, I'm not placing any trade. I mean, I'm not gonna be throwing away funds if I don't see my setup. Okay, so I'll say there is no. What about liquidity? Now we are on liquidity. So remember, when I asked for fair value gap, we actually have fair value gap, but now we need, when we are pointing out our point of interest, we need the other block that we are trying to take trades from to actually create the fair value gap. You get the point? So now we don't have another block, so this fair value gap is not what we are looking for. So, but I'm now asking, do we have liquidity? Did market clear any liquidity to tap into this key zone? Okay, so I mean, yeah, liquidity is here and there, and that is, this key zone that price cleared to tap into this particular one. So I am still looking for reasons to buy. I'm looking for reasons to buy. So now, as market cleared this liquidity, but reading the internal structure of this point, you will notice that this is actually a break of structure, if we are viewing it from how price tapped in here and it's pushing up, we can say that price cleared liquidity. But now if we are reading the internal structures, because you can see for price to actually get to your demand when the market is bullish, there must be a sell, and that sell that is going against the trend is what we call correctional move. So now we have this break of structure, and I can also see that we have an internal break of structure right here. We have an internal break of structure line right here, and then we have a tiny order block right here, and we have this supply zone right here. So let's move to 5 minutes. Okay, so now from 5 minutes charts, as price tapped into this 15 minutes order block, did we get confirmation entry? I mean, the confirmation entry should be price clearing this supply zone right here. If this supply zone doesn't go off, then I may not be looking for that buy. But now still inside the movement, we have this internal break of structure, and then we have this order block right here. We have this other block right here. So we are going to wait. We are going to wait. Now this is what the chart looks like from 1 minute. I mean, do we have 1 minute traders here? If you love the 1 minute time frame, I mean, you always catch your entries. I mean, that should be for the scalpers. That is the those that love taking entries from the 1 minute time frame. So if you love taking your trades from 1 minute time frame, type yes in the comment section. If you take trades from 1 minute time frame, just have it in mind that when it comes to trading, you just need to figure out what works for you. There are good traders that will look at 1 minute time frame and they will pack out a lot of funds from 1 minute time frame. And there are traders that will look at 1 minute time frame and they will ask, what is going on here? You get it? Because 1 minute time frame is actually very, very fast. For me, I take my entries from 15 minutes and then confirmation entry from 5 minutes. You get the point. But 1 minute, I don't think I've been able to take entries from 1 minute. Someone is wishing in the comments. Someone said, no, I don't take entries, but I wish. I mean, you can still try it out from your own end. I don't know if it works for you. Okay. So we are most likely going to take entries from 15-minute structure or 5-minute structure. So I have my traps here and there. Okay. I have my traps here and there. Now from 5 minutes, I've been able to explain what I'm waiting for. So I want to know if you guys were actually paying attention, because I know if most of you were in this position right now, you would have been looking for trades here and there. Maybe you place sell, you place buy, just looking for one thing to do. But then it pays to do what? To be patient. You wait strategically. You know what you are looking out for. If what you are looking out for is not there, you do what? You calm down. If what you are looking out for is not there, you calm down, you save your money. If you calm down and see what you are looking out for, that is your strategy. Another thing you need to do as a trader is to do what? Execute. Most of you, that is what is holding you back, and that is what is killing your trading results. You watch your trades play out without you. You've mapped out a very clean setup, and then markets will tap in, and your hands are now shaking to place the trade. You've literally seen, you've planned. Just like we started by mapping out what we are willing to risk. That should actually be the first thing you need to do for yourself as a trader. Once you fund your account, the first question you ask yourself is, am I going to be going full margin with this account, or am I going to split the risk? So these are things you ask yourself. And then once you determine what you are willing to risk, that should calm you. That should do what? Reduce the pressure. Because most of the things that will hold you back from taking your entries when price is, reacting to your point of interest is because you've not even planned out what you're willing to risk. And that is what will bring in the pressure. You will start shaking here and there. You get the point? But if you've planned it out, the next thing is to now focus and stick strictly to your strategy. So once you map it out and you see the market doing exactly what you've been waiting for, price has entered your point of interest and it is telling you it's time, sell now, buy now. I mean, from your strategy and from your setup, you should not shake again. Just do what your trading plan has stated by allocating the right risk and taking your trades. And then when you now get into the trade, no panic. You stick to whatever the market is showing you. Because most of you, once you get into the trade and you see a little profit, you will run away. You'll be like, how? I've been able to catch this one. Let me hold on to this one. You cannot make it like that. So you cannot make it like that. But then when the market is going against you, you will enter your praying mode, begging the market to come back into your entry so that you can just do what? Close. That is not how it works. So whatever you do, you must have reasons for it. Just as you have reasons to do what? Get in. When your trade is running, you should also have reasons to do what? Hold. Don't do anything blindly. You get the point? Don't do anything blindly. Position and take your trades without fear. I mean, you've already planned. You've already, stated for yourself that this is what I will be doing, what's risking. So once you have already given yourself that, it should take away unnecessary pressure and you take your trades without stress. Okay? So now on this chart, I also want to know the good traders that are, watching right now. It may not be my strategy, but for you to get the answer I need, it needs to be my strategy, because if you're answering with another strategy, you may not get what I need. So I'm looking at this. This is what we are seeing from 5 minutes time frame, and I've already explained what I'm waiting for. So that's why I'm calming down. But I want to know those that were listening. So from what we have here, price has tapped into demand. We have this supply zone that price is reacting from. And then we have this demand. We have this other supply zone. To take a trade now, if you were the one looking at this chart, to take a trade, what will you do? Are you going to wait? If you are going to wait, what are you waiting for? Are you going to enter now? If you are going to enter now, why? So I need reasons for your answer. I need reasons for your answer. So someone is saying confirmation entry. Why? Confirmation entry can be anywhere. It can be from this supply zone. It can be from this demand zone. So what confirmation do you want to see? Someone say, wait till it gets to my POI. It has to come to the demand zone. Okay, it has to come to the demand. So I can see most of you want to take trades off this demand zone. I mean, I also have that demand zone. I'm looking at it. If I get price there, I will be looking to take my first entry right there. Okay. So someone said wait for inducements. If I'm going to enter now, I mean, I saw one answer in the comments, so let me check. Oh, was moving too fast. I saw one answer in the comment that I wanted to read out, but I think it's gone. Someone said I'll wait for a structure to be broken and a bullish displacement. Okay. Someone said we already have a break of structure and there is another block, so we wait for price to tap into the other block, then sell. Interesting. So I believe that this last answer I read is referring to this thing. I mean, most of you people are trying to give me signals right here. Interesting. So I mean, I think the person is referring to this break of structure, and then we have this origin. I mean, I can see that, but I'm not taking the sell. I'm not taking the sell. Someone said waiting for supply zone to be taken. Can someone tell me why I'm not interested here? Let me also know those that understand the trading, because you know sometimes when I post my results, most of you will be like, I'm following everything you put out here, but sometimes I'm always my trade is not going as planned here and there. Who can tell me why I'm not interested on this supply zone? I mean, there's still possibility that price will drop from there, but who can tell me why? So it's against the trend. Simple. Because we're bullish, and I'm more interested in the bullish one. Correctional move can be very tricky. It does not mean that taking correctional move trades, is actually bad. It's not bad, but then I prefer aligning strictly to the trend. For me to take correctional move, I must have seen a reasonable and a very strong confirmation to get in for correctional move. You get the point. So from 5 minutes, this is going to be the first entry I will be taking from what I've seen, this internal structure here from 5 minutes. So the first entry is going to be here. I mean, I'm treating this as liquidity. Price will clear to tap me in. So this is an internal structure, and then we have liquidity right here. Okay, normally I leave my liquidity at this collar. So we have liquidity right here. Okay, so I'll be looking to position for a buy right here, and then take profit at this point. If we'll be able to catch this, then stop loss a little bit below this point. Okay, so let me take it to my color right here. Okay, so this is what I'll be waiting for. If I get price here, this is going to be my first entry. This is going to be my first entry. Okay, so this trade is going to be a trade of 1:2 is to reward ratio if I get price into the zone. I know most of you are telling me sell to buy, sell to buy. If you enter this sell, if this was a chart and then if you see this setup, you enter, type yes in the comment section. If you know you enter this sell, type yes in the comment section. I'm just seeing something in the comments. Someone said sometimes it's better to take a trade without stop loss. Interesting. It all depends on your account size though. It all depends on your account size. If you know you enter this sale, type yes in the comment section. I see more of no and I see yes. Taking this sale. I mean, you guys, I'm not trading a demo account to be doing trial and error method right here. So I'm sticking strictly, I'm trading real funds. So if I don't see my setup, I'm not placing any trade. That's all you need to understand. Okay, so for this sell, I mean, if we go for this sell, stop loss a little bit above this point. Sell is also a trade of 1:2, but then I'll wait for it here. And most of you will also say, since you are waiting for it here, that simply means price will definitely drop. Price will drop to get there. So catch the drop. So here now you can see that I've mapped out all my confluences and I have reasons why I am waiting for a buy. But here I don't really have much reasons to wait for a sell. And sticking to my strategy, to take the sell, my take profit will most likely be at the point of retracement right here. Because yes, I know that I want price to get here, but then if I'm working with my strategy, my take profit is always at the point of retracement. So as you can see, I'm waiting for a buy right here, and you can see where my take profit is at the point of retracement. So if I want to take this sell, it will also be here at the point of retracement. So I will wait. I'm gonna calm down and wait. No stress, no pressure at all. I believe you guys are learning something. For those of you, just check back, everything you did this week that just ended, from Monday to Friday. Check yourself. Check your trading, because I know most of you are figuring out your errors here and there. Rushing. If you know you rushed trade this week, just confess. Feel free to confess so that we'll forgive you. Or traders, you get to talk to yourself sometimes. Most of you know what is wrong with you, but then you still see yourself repeating that mistake over and over again. You're asking yourself, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So confess. Confess now. Because I'm going to be pointing all of you out, one after the other. If you know you rushed into trades this week, confess. So I did, please forgive me. You are forgiven. I get the point, because it's there. You see the pressure. We need money. You need to make money. Market is moving, it's leaving you, this and that. That is what, that's what comes when you don't know how to calm down, when you allow your emotions take over. I mean, there are some persons now that would have been in my shoes. Yes, this is a competition ongoing, and a lot of persons must have been looking for, let me place trades so that I will start ranking and the rest. I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to trade away funds. If I don't see my setup, I'm not going to place trade. Unless price will give me a new breakout structure right here. A new breakout structure right here. If I get a new breakout structure, then I can position for a new point of interest. But from what I see here now, this is what I'll be waiting for. And if price does not come here, no entry for me. So let's see. So for those of you that rushed, I believe you are learning something now, how to calm down. How to calm down. I believe you are learning something. You need to patiently wait. The BTC trade I celebrated, the other day, I know how long it took me to wait for that particular entry. But then celebrating the results, it will look as if it just happened immediately. It takes a lot of passion. I held that trade for like 2 days. You get the point, to come out with that particular profit. So these are things you need to work on. It's not that you don't know how to, you know, read, do market analysis and the rest. If you watch how I trade and if you've been able to see how we're able to navigate this, I mean, if you go to your chart, you can still see the same thing and you can do the same thing. Most of you can read the charts neatly and map out very neat stuff, but then the result is not the same when we look at your trade history because you are not placing your trades, or you are rushing to take trades here and there. So you need to learn to do what? Calm down. So for most of you that are saying sell, I'm not going to sell here because I have my reasons. I have my reasons. Once price gets here, I'm going to take a buy, aggressive entry buy, depending on how price will tap into the zone. But then trying to sell here, generally we are bullish, so I'm more interested in buy positions. You get the point? So like I stated, unless we get a break of structure like this, then I'll be looking to get in for another one. Okay? So for those of you that rushed, what are you learning today? Because I'm still going to catch another person. I know someone may be like, I did not rush, but I did another thing that I don't think she'll be able to find out, so she cannot catch me. I will soon catch you. So, for those of you that rushed, what correction are you giving yourself today? Because most of you, you've been able to point it out now that you rushed, but you still don't know how to work on it. So from what you can see on this live section now, what correction can you give yourself? So let me check and be sure that you guys are learning. What correction can you give yourself? Eventually makes me blow accounts. Patient. Okay, be patient. I said I'm still planning to rush. Oh my god. I want to learn to be patient. Okay, say more of being patient in the comment section. Okay, so I'm going to ask, a very simple but tricky question. How can you be patient as a trader? Because it's very easy to just drop just drop it. I will be patient. But how can you be patient as a trader? How can you be patient as a trader? How can you be patient? I repeat the same mistakes over and over again. How can you be patient as a trader? Through waiting for I want to check whether someone can give me the answer. How can you be patient as a trader? Yeah, someone is saying honestly, it's not easy to be patient as a trader. So that's why I'm asking the question. So Daniel is saying honestly, it's not easy to be patient. So that's why I'm asking because lots of people be saying, yes, I'll be patient, I'll be patient, I'll be patient. But how can you be patient as a trader? Someone said by following the trend. Someone said go play video games. Okay. The trader spirits only pray can handle the pressure. So you can be look at this answer, guys. It say trading in spirit. Only prayer can handle the pressure so that you can be patient. Yeah. Interesting. Trusting your own process. Okay. 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 Uh-huh. You can be through knowledge, knowing what to do and doing it. Okay? This answer makes sense too. It makes sense. Then, now this is another thing. Someone said sometimes when you are too patient, you miss opportunity. How do you balance such happenings? Now that's another thing. But the answer I read before this one, which is this, you can through knowledge, knowing what to do and doing it. Because most of you exchange being patient. Fear may be controlling you, and you think you are patient. If the market is reacting, I mean, you've mapped out, you've done your setups, and you've mapped out everything, and you've stated to yourself that once price comes here, I'm going to buy, and price is now there. You are looking at the market, and you are deceiving yourself, telling yourself you are patient. That is now fear controlling you. So it's very simple. You just need to know what to do, know what you are waiting for. And once you see that, you execute. I mean, if you are patient, you already know why you are patient. Because if you don't know why you are patient, you will not be waiting. You already know why you are waiting. You get the point? So once the reason why you are waiting is there and price has tapped in and it's telling you, okay, it's time for you to get in, and you are still patient, what are you waiting for again? So that will now be fear taking over. So that's why most of you will say, I was patient, but I still missed out. Because when price it you too much of everything is not good. You were now too patient. You calm down, you know what you are waiting for and do what. Once it is time, you execute. As a trader, the good thing you need to do for yourself is to do what? Execute. Don't fail to execute. Honestly, it's better you hit stop loss than watching your trade leave you countless times. It's better you get in. Get in. Someone stated it last now what? Stop loss. I mean, I can see that in the comment section. Anything that wants to happen should happen. You get it, but don't be scared. And don't misinterpret fear controlling you to you being patient. You get the point? Okay, I believe this one is just joining because it's asking me, ma, which app is this? This is Vantage Trading Platform. If you check, if you check, if you check the link in the description, you'll see the recommended broker. That is the broker we are trading with. And if you're also wondering why the market is opened on Saturday, have in mind that we have weekend gold, that is 247 gold stocks and more, all in one place, with Vantage. So for those of you that will be saying, oh, market is closing, I don't know what to do during the weekend, with Vantage, you can still trade during the weekend, especially gold, stocks, and even more. Okay? So we'll keep waiting for our setup. Like I said, the volatility is kind of very, very low. So I don't even know if this is going to tap us in during this live section, but we shall see. We'll see how it goes. But then, for this particular move, I think it's more of fair value gap. Price tapped into fair value gap right here. So it's actually fair value gap traders that are, enjoying this move now. Or if we can get this drop, or now you can see from this break of structure, I'm also seeing another thing now. So you just need to be very observant. If I see a change of character inside here, I will also get in. So price clearing this, retracing, I will get in. I mean, that is happening. For those of you that are saying sell, I believe you can see what is going on now. You need to learn how to calm down. Calm down. Calm down. If you know you are struggling with, you know, lack of patience and you're always rushing to take your trades, talk to yourself and tell yourself, calm down. Now, this new week, as you're taking your trades, just once you see yourself implementing all these things, because all these little habits, that is what is taking away your account. All these little habits of you're not coming down, you're taking trades, you are bored. I mean, you've been looking at the chart for like 2 hours, 3 hours, and the market is moving, but you've not entered. You'll be more like, oh, I cannot waste all my hours looking at the chart. So let me just place the trade. Let me just, and that is now when you will throw away all your funds, and then market will now start giving you the setups you've been looking for. So you need to learn how to do what? Calm down. Okay. Where is that trader that entered the trade this week and then your trade smashed full TP, but you did not smash full TP with your trade? Where are you? Come out. Come and confess. Where is that trader that placed trade this week? I mean, from your analysis, your trade smashed full TP, but you did not smash full TP with your trade. Come out. We are waiting for you. If you don't come out, I will drag you out. So I will drag you out because we know all of you. You did your analysis this week. Your trade tapped in. I mean, started pushing to your direction, or you rushed to close it because you were scared, and then the market smashed full TP, and you were wondering, why did I even close this trade? Why? Why did I even close this trade? All of you come out, so okay, I can see you all. I can see you all. So, as we are coming out now, what correction are you going to give yourself? What correction are you giving yourself today? What correction are you giving yourself today? Because I know all of you. You really want to make money through trading. You want to make good money through trading. And then market has given you good setups. It's moving to your direction. And you will not close at 10 pips. For a trader is ready to give you 100 pips. How do you now want to make the money? I need one person to tell me how you can correct this. How can you correct, the tiny mistake of closing your trades early? How can you correct that? How can you correct that? How can you correct that? I mean, I was waiting for this in the comment section. I was waiting for this particular answer now. I was waiting for this set and forget. If you agree with this answer, that is set and forget, type here in the comment section. If you think set and forget is the only way you can solve the issue of closing your trades early, type here in the comment section. Let me know those that are here. If you think set and forget is the only way to solve this issue, type here in the comment section. Okay, I see more of no and I see yes. For me, I don't accept. I mean, set and forget can work sometimes, but I don't really think that is how you can solve this issue. So who will tell me how you can actually solve this issue? I mean, you need to pay attention. If I'm you right now and you're going through this problems here and there, you go through these tiny mistakes here and there. you should just be writing them down, because once you figure them out and stick strictly to it, that is how you fix your issues. For me, I didn't have issues with understanding strategies. I mean, if I just get to what you do, what you're doing, I'll just go to the chat and replicate that. What I battled with as a beginner was, you know, fear. I was scared of taking my threads. Even this one we are talking about now, always cutting my threads, you know, when it's moving in profit, all those things. I mean, before I tell you guys how I was able to solve my own, I want to check whether someone can give me the right answer in the comments. I want to check whether someone can give me the right answers in the comment. Okay? Someone said trailing stop. Okay? If you believe that trailing stop is actually the best way to correct the tiny mistake of closing your threads early, type yes in the comments. If you believe that you trailing your stop is actually the right way to correct this mistake, type yes in the comment. Move your SL based on structure. It's same thing with trailing stop, but this particular answer, has broken it down. This particular answer now has broken it down the way I wanted it. This is exactly how you can be able to overcome or deal with the spirit of closing your threads too early. Move your stop loss according to structure. You do things with someone said believe in yourself. Say believe in yourself. Where's that? Oh my god. It's just very simple. Move your stop loss according to the structure. You don't do things blindly on the chart. You get the point. So it's not about believing in yourself. It does not have anything to do. Yeah, you can believe in yourself, but at the end of the day, you are not the owner of the market. So you can believe in yourself and then the market does not believe in you. You get the point? But then according to the structure you see on the chart, you work with that. As the market is moving, creating new break of structure, you already know where it is most likely going to tap into. You go there, you position, you keep moving your stop loss accordingly and be following the structure. Okay. I'm still waiting to know the next line of action on gold. So someone is also saying nurture the trade. Yeah. Okay. So I also want to know those that if you've been able to map out what you need to risk, then how do you get to identify the lot sizing? So for this particular trade, someone should tell me the lot size I'm looking to use on this particular trade. What lot size? I'm just going to hold this position to here. What lot size? What lot size are we using for this particular trade? What lot size? Let me know those that will get the correct calculation. What lot size? Someone is saying depends on the account size. I mean, we're already risking $500 per trade on this particular account. So that is enough tip for you to know the lot size to use. So what lot size am I supposed to use on this trade? I mean, if you've stated, someone is asking me how much am I risking? I'm risking $500 per trade. So if you've stated one lot in the comments, I mean, you should be on the right track. As I'm risking $500 in this trade. With what the market is doing currently, let's view from 1 minute. If there's anything from 1 minute. Okay, I can see something from 1 minute. So we are most likely going to catch something from 1 minute, even as we have our order below. So now from 1 minute, I can see this for the 1 minute traders. I know all of you, your eyes are open. I can see this break of structure right here. See this right here. So now from 1 minute, if we are trying to take our trade, sticking to the strategy, 1 minute entry will be here, right here. So let's check what the market looks like from 15 minutes. Okay, from 15 minutes, price is still reacting to this supply zone. And then from 5 minutes, price is still here. I mean, now from this 1 minute structure that we've seen, if price can slash down and give us a break, we may catch tiny correctional move. But I'm still observing. I'm still observing. Okay. The momentum is kind of low here and there. And then if I'm getting in, I'm more interested in buying. So for most of you that dropped 2 lot size and different number of lot sizes, can someone drop, for those of you that dropped 1 lot, how were you able to get that? How do you determine the lot size for your trade? How do you determine the lot size for your trade? How do you determine the lot size to use? I mean, this was a very nice movement to the upside. I mean, if I had taken my trades from fair value gap now, I would have been able to catch reasonable move. Well, let's still calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. We still have some time. We still have some time. Nobody has given me the formula in the comments. How do you determine the lot size to use for a trade, because I'm very sure most of you don't know. That's why you keep, throwing away funds here and there. Okay. I've not seen answers in the comments. So you guys were guessing. So you mean to tell me that you guessed the lot size you use for your trades? Is that what you want to tell me? Is that what you want to tell me? Now, from 1 minute time frame, as price has tapped into the supply and is dropping, if you should clear this tiny key zone here, I may most likely get into this sell to catch this correction move. If you should clear this, because the most recent zone that price may be targeting will be here for the buy to continue. Okay. Because I also want to at least show you guys how you can place trades using this platform. Okay. So if you're trying to, but here, if I'm catching any correctional move trade, I am not going to, I'm going to reduce my risk into 2 if I'm catching any correctional move trade. But I'm checking what price is doing from my entry time frame. This supply zone is still very strong. But now from 15 minutes, we have another block right here. So that is most likely a price may react into, and then we'll push up again. So I'll be patient and we'll wait for price here to see if it will get here. All this correctional move, I'm really not that interested, because you can see this key zone, the sellers couldn't break it, so the buyers are still in the market. So we'll wait. Let me check the comments, because I was trying to check on my trade before I'll be asking questions and then miss out on my entries. Okay, so did anybody get the answer? Your stop loss and your account balance is going to determine your lot sizing. Okay. So let me give you guys the hints. I mean, I already stated that I'll be risking $500 per trade, because I have $5,000 accounts that I'm trading with. So I already stated that I'll be risking $500 on this trade if price should get to my zone. And then from this setup I have right here, I have my stop loss is 48 pips. So what lot size? I've given you guys, something to work with to determine what lot size, and most of you stated 1 lot size. And I also said that if you pointed out 1 lot size, that simply means you're on the right track. But now, how were you able to get that 1 lot size? So let's help those that are always guessing their lot sizes. Let's help those. So I said I will be able to, at least get into a sell trade right here. But now you can see, as price did not break this zone, it is off. So now what will I be looking out for? Another buy. We have a key zone right here. A retracement now. I will continue with the buy because price is about to break this zone. So I'm working with 1 minute movement. A retracement into this zone now, because now we have a break of structure right here. Because if I'm working with my 15 minutes movement with the momentum we have, you may not see me place trade today. But let's see from 1 minute if we'll catch something. A retracement will buy. So let's see if we're going to get that retracement we need. So as we're waiting for this retracement, I need you guys to give me the answers. I mean, nobody's giving me the answer. Okay, so I'll say it's simple. Seeing the formula, account balance, risk. Nobody has given me the simplified formula. Nobody. So from 5 minutes, we have this entry, but price is literally very far. So that's why I'm focusing more on 1 minute time frame now to catch entries from 1 minute time frame. So now from what I've seen from 1 minute time frame, if I get price inside this order block, we'll take a buy. Now you see why it is important for you to do what? Stick to the trend. I mean, if we are taking a sell, the probability of the trade moving to our direction is very low. Very, very low. So it just means we can take a buy from there. Someone said we need to know the pips to know the lot size since we are risking. Yes, now the stop loss is 48 pips. Okay, I think I've gotten the answer. Someone said what you are willing to risk divided by the stop loss and pips, then divided further by 10. So if you're wondering how we're able to catch or how we're able to get that one lot size, just do this calculation and then you will know. Okay, so now a retracement here will buy. Retracement here will buy. So let's see if we'll catch that. I literally don't love taking trades from 1 minute, but because of the momentum, I think that is where I need to kind of focus on now to look for my entries. But even from 1 minute, you do what? You still stick to the strategy. The market just left me. We have another break of structure right here. We have another break of structure right here. So we'll wait for retracement. So it's either price is targeting this supply. This may give a correctional move. So wait for it there too. But now from this, our origin right here, you are seeing how I'm making sure that I am sticking to the strategy because I cannot go against what I teach you guys. So it's looking as if the market is about to enter my zone. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so now from 1 minute time frame, I've gotten all my confluences. So I have fair value gap right here. And I have liquidity right here. So let's wait for price. Do we have everything intact here? Do we have everything intact here? Okay. So we'll leave stop loss right here, a little bit below this point. You guys are saying I should check 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame, if I wait for my trades there, is going to be, the momentum is kind of low. So 15 minutes entry is here. And we've been waiting for price here since morning. And it's not there. Price is just tilting to the upside, but it's looking as if the buyers are ready to clear this point. So let's see if we can catch the entry from 1 minute time frame. I just need price into this zone. So I'm going to put a pending order right here so that we can follow up with what we're doing. So I'm going to put a pending order right here. So here now our stop loss is 26 pips. So what lot size am I supposed to use now that my stop loss is 26 pips? I'm risking $500. My stop loss is 26 pips. What lot size am I supposed to use right now? What lot size? What lot size am I supposed to use? So I'm going to be working with a buy limit. So let me put in my pending order as we wait. That is 4600.30. And I should be using lot size of approximately either 2 lots on 1.9. So I'll leave it at 2 lots. Then stop loss. So my take profit would be around 4601.25. Price is coming in aggressively. And then we have stop loss 4600.04. So I have my pending order right here. So price is already at my zone, so I'm going to place it buy now. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Interesting. Okay. So I had to cancel the pending order to work with an instant execution. So let's see how it goes. So I believe most of you used the lot sizing method for you to know why I'm using 2 lots. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how it goes, whether the buyers will be able to clear this zone right here, or if where I am now, if it doesn't work, we'll position at the 5 minutes entry. But the momentum is kind of low. But from 1 minute time frame, you can already see that price is reacting to our interesting. It's gone like this. It's gone. It's gone. The 1 minute entry is gone. So we're gonna wait for it right here. There's another entry. There's another point that price may most likely react to, because I'm in for the buy. So let's see how it goes. So here we also have fair value gap, although the momentum is low and the spread. But let's see. So here we have fair value gap, liquidity. Price has cleared liquidity from the 1 minute entry. That's the 1 minute entry we saw from here. So we'll take this one out. Take this one out. The sellers are aggressive this time around, but let's see. Let's see if the 5 minutes order block will give us what we're looking for. If it does not, then this is going to be our final entry. That is right here. So this is the extreme zone for us, this point right here. So now price is reacting to this point. Let's see what this other block would do. This one right here. If the seller should break it, then we'll work with the change of character and join the correctional move. But now let's see. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Or with the way price is tapping in, I don't think the buyers will push from here, but let's see. Price is still around this other block. Okay. So from 15 minutes, this supply zone, I can see what we got from 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame traders, you guys are really trying, because as we were trying to catch that entry from 1 minute time frame, if you check from 15 minutes, price is still around this supply zone, and that is what is bringing in the sellers, which is why this particular supply will not hold this particular demand zone right here, because price is still around this zone. So the other entries I took, let me go ahead and close them off and focus more on selling because I've gotten a break at this point. I've gotten a change of character right here. I've gotten a change of character right here. So if I get a bullish push now, trying to retest this origin, I'll sell. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. The sellers are not looking back again. Okay. So this particular demand zone, I mean, it's looking as if the sellers are ready to drag it down to this point. So if we should get here, we'll buy again. The buy from 1 minute time frame didn't go as planned. So okay. Let's go again. This change of character, I need this retracement and then we'll drop it, but I'm not saying it. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. The market was just moving fast now. Now it has slowed down. From 1 minute, 1 minute is telling us that this is the order block right here. Can we get a retracement into the zone? Then we can join the sellers. Let's see how it goes. Okay. All right. So wait patiently. So as we're waiting, I have this question for you guys. How many trades do you guys take in a day? How many trades do you take in a day? Or you just trade as the spirit leads? Okay, I think we have price coming back. So we'll go for a sell soon. How many trades do you guys take in a day? Someone said uncountable. Oh my God. Seriously. Someone said depends on the structure. You know, from the answers I see in the comments, it simply means you guys don't have trading plan. Like you guys are just trading anything you see. Anything you see, you trade. Seriously? Someone said 12 trades. Tell me why you will not blow your account. And then you are complaining why you're always blowing up your account. Tell me why you will not blow it up. Tell me why you will not blow it up. As much opportunity I see. No, 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 it does not work that way. It does not work that way. Now, have you seen that you are the problem? You are wondering why you're not getting results. Have you seen that? You are the problem. Someone said it 12 trades a day. Interesting. Interesting. 12 trades a day. So let's see whether this confirmation is. So this confirmation from 5 minutes, it's giving us more like a break and retest. This is a breaker block right here. While from 1 minute, we have an order block right there. So that's the next thing we're going to follow to sell. Let's see how it will go. Two trades. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't fund your account for you to tell you how you should treat your account, but I will tell you how I do my. For me, 2 trades per day is enough. And inside that 2 trades, my first entry may actually give me what I'm looking for the week. For the week, and I'll be done trading for the week. But I know most of you've not gotten to that point of, trying to determine what to catch for the week, because most of you don't set targets. $10, something less. If the trades you take within a day, if it goes beyond 3, you are over trading. There is nothing else you want to tell me. If it goes beyond taking 2 trades, or let me give the grace of 3 trades, if it goes beyond that, then you are over trading. Push up, get to this point. Let's see if we can catch a sell. So for the buy we took, we used 2 lot size, and our account is down few dollars. I should have placed 0 at the back for it to be a clean 2 lot size for me, because the drawdown was, kind of low. So my account is just at $4,992. So it was just checking the history. You can see we just got minus $3. Like, what's that? So I guess I didn't impute my lot sizing well for it to be giving me this. I should not be losing this amount of money. So I think my account is just down $7 or so. So that means if I'm getting another entry, I will need to type in my lot sizing well. But then, since the trade went against me, I'm glad I did not put in my lot sizing well. It would have been more annoying if the trade was going in my favor and I'm seeing small, dollars here and there. Okay. So wait at this point. If it doesn't, but from all the setups I've mapped out here, all these ones from 1 minute time frame, here and there, you can see price is trying to run away from here. Tap in, don't run. All these ones from 1 minute time frame, I'm just trying to catch correctional move. My main entry is this one right here. And I'll just be patient enough to wait for it here. I mean, if it does not tap in now that we are live, I will still be patient to wait for it right there. Okay. So have in mind that we'll still be live tomorrow because this particular training competition is going to be for 2 days. Today is actually the first day, and then we'll wrap it up for tomorrow. So we're still going to be live tomorrow to also check what is going on and also position for good trades here and there. So you should also get yourself ready for that. Same timing, that is 12 p.m. West African time. So no rush, no fear of missing out. We'll calm down and do what? Wait. It's looking as if the sellers are not ready to tap me in. So this is, if I'm rating this particular trade now, this one I'm waiting for, I'm going to give this one 70-30. So I just want price here. I want price here. All these ones that, all these movements that I'm seeing here, they are not really what I'm looking for. So we'll wait, we'll calm down. No rush at all. We'll calm down. But from the momentum I just got from here, I was actually thinking the sellers are in because of that change of character. So I wanted to join for the correctional move, but the momentum is low again. So we'll calm down and wait. We'll calm down and wait. Someone's asking, will you be live tomorrow? Yes. We'll be live again tomorrow to trade gold. Okay. Price is just leaving out my zone because now I didn't get the tapping I needed. I didn't get that, so they are moving again. Okay, so if the sellers, if they don't want me to get in, I will wait for them here. I'll wait right here. No pressure at all. No pressure. Or calm down and wait. Yeah, someone say gold is slow on weekends. Yeah, it's kind of slow because a lot of traders are not in the market right now. So we'll calm down and wait. Okay. I think we just have 7 minutes to go because I just wanted this live section to be for 2 hours. So if we don't get price into our zone now, I'll just continue and I'll still keep you guys updated. We'll be live again by this time tomorrow. That is 12 p.m. and we'll still get to navigate the chart together and make good money if we see setups. And I pray, the market will not be slow as it is currently. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So before I wrap it up, like I said, during this live section, 3 things can happen. Is either my account will grow or I will end having the same account or my account will be in drawdown. So we're able to take few trades and then my account is in drawdown, but we are just in drawdown of $7 because I did not put my lot size in well, because we would have actually been in drawdown of $500 right now. Well, the lot sizing, I made a mistake trying to type it in. So my account is literally just almost the same. That is 4,992. But then I'll keep you guys updated. By the time we'll go live tomorrow, you will know whether I was able to execute this trade or not, whether price got here and I executed, because I'll be watching it. And let's get to place the pending order together right here. And let's make sure we put our lot size in right this time. But like I said, I'm glad I didn't put it right, because that 1 minute entry was a big fake out. That's why I don't like taking entries from 1 minute. But I just wanted to show you guys how to actually execute trades on this Vantage trading platform. But this is my main entry. This is my 70-30 entry. So let's put a buy limit order right here. And we'll make sure that the lot sizing is well placed. If this trade should move straight to my direction, that is enough for me to make good money. It can even give at least 20% of my account, because it's a trade of 1:2 ratio. So now all these movements happening here, I'm not interested. I'm just going to patiently wait for my setup here. If it does not come, then it should give me a new structure. So we have 4592. That will be our entry price, 4592.65. And then for lot sizing, we're going to type in 20. Okay, yes. So we are risking the normal amount here now. So at first, when I was using two lot size, I just used two. I was meant to put this 0 at the back. Okay, and take profit. Take profit will be 4603. That is 0.38. Okay. Then stop loss 4587.81. Okay. So okay, order is submitted. So we have our buy limit right here. So we'll wait. Just gonna patiently wait. So once price gets here, I don't need to stay glued to the chart. Once price gets here, we will do what? Execute. So we're just gonna calm down. No pressure, no stress at all. All these ones happening here now, they are looking for someone's account to blow up, and most of you will jump in, and then your account will go. So let's calm down. Whatever is doing it will get to this point. So we'll put our pending order right there. So this is the pending order set. Okay. So let's see how it goes. Okay, before I wrap it up, tell me what you were able to gain from this particular section, because if you're paying attention, you will be able to correct a lot of things from your trading. So what were you able to gain from this section, starting from, from the very beginning to where we are right now? What were you able to gain? I know most of you just want me to be entry trade anyhow. Honestly, me, I wanted to trade because this is a trading competition, right? Because I know some of the other traders I may be competing with, they must have been placing trades, but no pressure at all. If I don't see my setup, I'm not executing. And this is where my setup is. I'll wait for it right here. So entry placed. Let's see how it goes. So what did you learn? Just, I don't need you to state too much. Just state, just check back where we started from and where we are now. What is that one thing you were able to grab from this particular section? What is that one thing you were able to grab from this particular section? Tell me. What is that one thing you were able to grab from this particular section? So I'm going to on the comments, so that will be, what is that one thing? Hold your conviction. Patience is the key. Stick to your plans. Place your trades. Okay? Because I'm very sure you cannot leave here without grabbing something. And make sure whatever you grabbed today, you'll be able to put that in your trading this coming week. No mistakes, no rushing in, no fear of missing out. Just calm down, position, and wait for. Just map out. Do your job as a trader to map out your setup and position. Don't be scared. Position. Don't be scared. Position. Someone said iron hat. Don't be scared. Position. So now, these are the words I want you to take home today, so that tomorrow when we go live, we'll continue from where we stopped, and you will still see whether my account is still up, or because I will still be trading. And fortunately, I will not be streaming all day, so I've been able to be here with you guys for 2 hours. So I'll continue trading, and I'll still give you guys updates, and we'll be live tomorrow to wrap it up. So same time, 12 p.m. Don't miss out. But now, this is what I want you to tell yourself, even as you, whenever you're trading, just tell yourself, map out your setups, calm down. And once price is there, execute. Calm down and execute. No rush at all. There's no rush. All right, traders, go ahead and burn the comments. You already know how we do it. Go ahead and burn the comment section. That will be all for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same timing. Same timing. Same timing, guys. So for those of you wondering, the platform I'm trading from, this is Vantage. And with Vantage, you're going to get weekend gold, 247 gold, stocks, and more, all in one place with Vantage. All right. Bye for now.